My name is Tyson, Gravity, Black and Nobel Bookstore on Broader Erie. And I'm listening to everything that you said. And I went to college twice and didn't graduate once. Well, at least with paper degrees. I went to Lincoln University my second time, and that was after I was in a radio career for 15 years, and I wanted a degree in broadcasting. I didn't understand the concept of going in and waiting for somebody to tell me what I was going to get out of education. I went in there and they didn't have a broadcasting degree. I created their radio station, I staffed it, I taught the students how to run it, and now they have a degree program. When I go and look for work or was looking for work, I didn't really grasp the concept of you didn't have a degree for the position that you're going for. Because I knew who I was. I had confidence in myself. I never had confidence in an education system that was never built for anybody to get ahead. I didn't ask anybody, if I was good enough to graduate out of college, but I left Lincoln with a job with Tom Joyner, which was the top of the food chain in the industry that I wanted my degree in. I gave myself a degree. We built our own business from scratch, from standing at a table with a box of books. We didn't ask Philadelphia for one thing. Many people around this table knows my work, our work as a community. We educate our community. We don't ask the school district for nothing. We hold our own classes from people. We have a lot of politicians around here. Do we have political science classes that you are volunteering to come in and teach the children how this business works? Because it's a business, and there's not many businesses that's going to teach you how to be the president of that business because somebody has that position already. We have a lot of freedom fighters around here at this table right here. They haven't asked the school district for anything. What I'm saying is you are not in position to blame the school district for your success. You're in a school district that actually wants you in prison. That is the plan. They don't want you to graduate. They're building prisons in Philadelphia. They're either building prisons or they're taking your money and building ice skating rinks for people to not educate themselves about. They didn't even teach you how to build the ice skating rink. That's how much they care about you. The problem is that there's no proper shops teaching you how to build things on your own. If you knew how to build things on your own, you wouldn't have to ask for anything. If you knew how to build gardens on the roof of this building, you wouldn't be worried about the lack of good vitamins in your school. If you were learning how to build shop, that presentation over there would have been presented in a grand scale, like I present things with no budget. And on a grand scale, though, the world sees what I produce. I don't ask for anything, and I really don't think that anybody in school should ask either. You have the power. Your parents pay the taxes. They work for you. Why are you asking for one thing? It's no need for that. They're not going to give it to you. It's not the system. You having a disadvantage is your greatest advantage. You know exactly how you have to fight. They're not going to teach you how to do it, but they're showing you what you need to do. They're just not telling you. You have to look in it, not at it. You're looking at the building and saying it's dilapidated. You're looking at the food and saying that it's not the right thing. Look in it and see how you can get in the crack and blow it up. We have people around here in this table right here that will turn a system inside out and show you how it's really done with no resources whatsoever. The media has made such a big deal about you not having resources. You don't see the resources that you have, which is yourself to begin. They make you feel inadequate that you're even in this school system without telling you you're graduating. Do you know who you are right now? You are at the top of any school system in this country that has more funding than you because you survived it. You're doing what as a senior? You're going into what field? Do you know that you all are a hospital sitting right there? A hospital that, if you really care, is not going to go with the system like all the other ones, so you already have an advantage. You know what your community needs. You know how to get it, and you actually have people around here that you don't have to ask the government for one thing. You have more power sitting here than any political organization. Do you know what politics is? It's you. It's you and the voice that you want. He wants to be your voice, but he can't be your voice if you don't speak up and say something about it. We don't need the funding that they're not giving us. Who cares? We're surviving without it. What can you do without it? Everything. And if you get the funding, then you have to adhere to what they say has to happen. If you don't have the funding, you are a free bird. Learn what you want, how you want. Take the trips that you need. Learn from other people that the school didn't allot for you to say, because they're not giving you what you were supposed to have. It's not the system to do that. They're winning in their eyes because you're losing in your eyes. Do you feel me? Don't ask for anything. That's the problem. If you ask, then you put yourself in an advantage for them to tell you no. Do it now, apologize later if they have a problem with it. But they're going to have to stop you, and they're going to have to stop a whole lot of you to do it. That's the advantage that you have. You are not at a disadvantage. You are at the best advantage that you could think of. And if you want proof, you can come down to my store and you can see it in work every day. Haven't asked for one loan from the city. Haven't asked for one grant for any major corporation. I do what I want. And today I'm sitting here telling you, you can do the same thing because that's what I wanted to be today. You could start classes in my store teaching biology and all that kind of stuff. And guess what? You'll be a professor faster than you'll be a professor going to college and letting them tell you what you can teach other people and all that kind of stuff. You know it already. You have the resources to teach it. The faster you can start teaching it, the better that this community is going to be. Don't wait for nobody to tell you that it's time to go. You are the reason why we're going in the first place. Go.